Princess of Silence and the Princess of Words. In an ancient kingdom, there lived two princesses who were completely different in nature. The elder was known as the Silent Princess, a girl of grace and beauty who rarely spoke a word. Her silence made her mysterious, admired by some and misunderstood by others. The younger was called the Talkative Princess, lively and full of energy, always eager to share her thoughts, stories, and laughter. While one sister valued quiet reflection, the other found joy in constant conversation. This contrast often caused tension between them, as people in the palace compared the sisters and questioned which quality was more admirable. Some believed silence was wisdom, while others praised the ability to speak freely. Their differences not only shaped their personalities, but also set the stage for challenges they would face later in life, teaching important lessons about communication, understanding, and the true meaning of connection. One day, news spread that a noble prince had come in search of a bride, hoping to find not only beauty but also wisdom of heart. Hearing of the Silent Princess, he became intrigued by her mysterious nature and wished to meet her. However, approaching her was not easy. She spoke to no one, and her silence was like a wall that few could cross. The Talkative Princess, on the other hand, welcomed the prince warmly, filling the halls with her cheerful voice and endless stories. The court was divided. Some insisted the Silent Princess was wiser because silence often holds deeper meaning, while others admired the liveliness and openness of her sister. Curious, the prince tested both. He patiently tried to reach the Silent Princess by showing kindness and understanding, proving that true love was not built on words alone. When she finally spoke a few gentle words, it was as if her heart had opened for the first time. The moment revealed that communication is more than speech. It is also empathy, patience, and sincerity. Through this, both sisters realized that silence and speech each have their own power when used with compassion and truth. As time passed, the Silent Princess and the Talkative Princess began to see the lessons hidden within their differences. The Silent Princess realized that remaining quiet forever could create distance between her and others, making it hard for people to truly know her heart. The Talkative Princess, in turn, discovered that speaking without pause could sometimes overwhelm others, leaving little space for listening and reflection. Their contrasting natures, once a source of tension, became an opportunity for growth. With the prince's guidance, they learned that balance is the key to harmony. The Silent Princess started to share her thoughts more openly, choosing her words carefully, so that each one carried weight and meaning. Her voice, once rare, was now cherished like a precious gem. The Talkative Princess, meanwhile, practiced listening with patience, realizing that silence could hold as much wisdom as words. Together, the sisters found a new bond, one rooted in mutual respect and understanding. The kingdom, too, was transformed by their example. Courtiers, servants, and villagers alike began to see that neither silence nor speech was superior. Both were gifts when used with kindness and sincerity. The prince, impressed by their growth, celebrated the union of wisdom and joy, teaching that true communication is not about how much we say or how little, but about speaking from the heart and listening with compassion. From then on, the sisters' story became a legend, inspiring generations to honor both silence and words as paths to connection and peace. The story of the Silent Princess and the Talkative Princess did not end with their personal growth. Their journey continued, teaching them new lessons as they faced challenges beyond the palace walls. When a great conflict arose in the kingdom, the sisters were called upon to help guide the people. The Silent Princess, with her calm presence, brought comfort and stability during moments of fear. Her quiet strength reminded the citizens that peace often begins with stillness and reflection. The Talkative Princess, on the other hand, used her lively voice to encourage and inspire, spreading hope through her words and uniting the people with courage. At first, many doubted that two such different sisters could work together, yet their bond proved stronger than ever. Where silence brought clarity, speech brought motivation. Where words healed wounds, quiet moments gave people time to think and rebuild. The balance between them became the very foundation of harmony in the kingdom. The prince, now standing beside them as both ally and family, admired how the sisters had transformed their differences into strength. Their example taught everyone that unity does not mean being the same, but rather respecting and complementing one another. In time, the story of the Silent Princess and the Talkative Princess spread far beyond their kingdom, carried by travelers and storytellers as a reminder of life's most valuable truth, that wisdom lies in both silence and speech, and the greatest connections are built when hearts learn to listen as much as they long to speak. Years later, the legacy of the Silent Princess and the Talkative Princess grew into a timeless tale passed from one generation to the next. Their journey was no longer just about two sisters, but about the universal struggle to balance silence and speech in everyday life. Teachers use their story to remind students that wisdom comes from listening as much as from speaking. Parents told it to their children as a lesson in patience, kindness, and the value of understanding others. The Silent Princess became a symbol of reflection, teaching that silence can be powerful, allowing people to see truth beyond noise. She showed that restraint and thoughtful pauses often carry more meaning than 100 careless words. The Talkative Princess, in contrast, became a symbol of expression and joy. She reminded people that words can uplift, connect, and heal when spoken with love. Together, their lives prove that harmony is not found in choosing one path over the other, but in weaving both silence and speech into daily life. A world without silence would be chaotic, and a world without words would be lonely. Only when the two coexist can true peace and understanding flourish. In the end, their story lived on not as a fairy tale, but as a guide for those seeking balance in a world full of noise and quiet alike. The Silent Princess and the Talkative Princess became eternal voices of wisdom, showing humanity that silence and speech are not enemies, but companions walking hand in hand toward truth and connection.